earlier today, I was thinking I have too many positive comments, so I'm going to change that by sharing my garbage opinions in gaming. So, for my first garbage opinion, I'm going to anger Sonic fans by saying that Sonic and Knuckles is the better half of Sonic 3. That's right, I fucking hate the first half of Sonic 3. And I'm tired of pretending that I don't. I think there's only two good levels in the first half of Sonic 3, and it's Angel Island and Ice Cap Zone. Because Hydro City, Marble Garden, Carnival Night, and Launch Base all suck. Like, Carnival Night has those annoying barrels. Ice Cap, honestly, isn't even that great. It just has the snowboarding section at the beginning that I really like. Marble Garden is, like, probably the most forgettable level in, like, Sonic history. And then Hydro City is, like, infamously bad. But I am not saying that Sonic and Knuckles is perfect, because Sandopolis Act 1 and 2 are horrid. The boss fight doesn't make any sense in Act 1, and the gimmick of the ghosts, it's a cool gimmick, it's not executed well, like, at all. I think the Werehog stages in Sonic Unleashed are severely underrated. I'm dead serious. I think the Werehog stages, if it's not the first time playing them, are genuinely more fun than the speed stages. Also, by the way, I hate half of the speed stages in Sonic Unleashed. Empire City and Dragon Road are fucking horrible. Especially Empire City. I hate it. The tight corners are the mechanic that is only used in one other level in the game that is like, it's not even required. In Savannah Citadel, you will learn the drifting mechanic, which you can use by choice. It's not required. But in Empire City, it is, or you can just go slow and defeat the entire point of the level. And honestly, I like the more relaxed pacing of the Werehog levels. And the speed stages aren't really that long. And so the Werehog levels, if they weren't that long, the game would be like 3 hours in total length if you only beat the main story, which isn't that much for a story-driven game. And I think anybody who's played Sonic Unleashed would know is that the combat is just God of War, but worse. But I'm kind of biased because I've platinumed 5 God of War games, but they're not the bubonic plague like everybody acts like they are for some reason. Okay, we're done with Sonic, I promise. So, for number 3, this is gonna get a lot of hate. I hate RPGs, like, specifically turn-based RPGs. I think turn-based combat is the most boring shit imaginable. I don't understand how people enjoy it. It's not fun. It's just sitting there using a menu. It's like, no, I want to play the game. I don't want to use a slightly more exciting version of the main menu. For example, I don't think Elden Ring would be nearly as popular or successful as it is if it was turn-based. Could you imagine playing through Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, and Night Rain with turn-based combat? It would be awful. Just awful. There would be no fun to be had in the game. So, for my next one, number 4, I'm going to say something that might piss a lot of old people off. Mario 64 is overrated. It just is. I hate to break it to you. I hate to be that guy. I think every other 3D Mario game is better than Mario 64. Sunshine, Galaxy 1 and 2, 3D Land and 3D World, if those count, and Odyssey are all better. They're all better. And Bowser's Fury. They are all better than Mario 64. People are so nostalgia blind when it comes to Mario 64. It is not aged as well as you think it did. Also, what doesn't help the fact that it didn't age as well as people think it did is laughing stock of a controller that is the N64 controller. I used that thing the other day just to, like, see what it felt like. It wasn't my N64, but I was just seeing what it felt like. My first thought was, wow, this joystick sucks. There is little to no reason to go back and play Mario 64. like, for more than the novelty of it being the first 3D Mario game, which it is, and it shows. It's not as polished as you think it is. It really isn't. Just a lot of things don't work as well as they did back in 1996. And for my fifth and final garbage opinion of the video, I don't think Tears of the Kingdom is a very good sequel. Now, let me specify, Tears of the Kingdom is a fantastic game, but as a sequel, it completely falls flat on its face. The first question I had when I got off the Great Sky Island was, where the fuck did everything from the last game go? And what I mean by that is the Sheikah shrines, divine beasts, and towers. Where did they go? They're gone. For no reason. And there's no explanation either. Like on the Great Plateau, where all the shrines were, there's like holes, but that doesn't account for like 90% of the map. The shrines are just gone. There's no explanation. Nobody ever mentions it. That it's all gone. And the Zonai architecture is also ugly. The shrines look like rocks. And yeah, that's kind of the point. But they don't look good. They are just rocks with two dragons, like, wrapped around it, with a spiral. And the spiral looks awesome until the fact that it goes away when you complete the shrine. It's just, Tears of the Kingdom is not a good sequel. It kind of expands the world, but only kind of. They add a new area, the sky, which is like maybe 15% of the map. The sky, there looks like there's so much going on from the ground, but if you actually go up to the sky, most of the islands are copied and pasted several times. Tears of the Kingdom is like Sonic Frontiers, where there are just random buildings that don't make any sense, that are just copied and pasted over and over and over again. And you may think, oh, well, Breath of the Wild did that too. But Tears of the Kingdom pretty much has the same map to the T. If you could look at the two maps from afar of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, the only noticeable difference that you can distinguish between the two is that there isn't lava in Death Mountain in Tears of the Kingdom. That is genuinely probably the only difference you would be able to make out from like 10 feet away. And it is just laughable. And the depths, don't even get me started on the depths. I got all the light roots, and it wasn't worth it. The depths is even emptier than the sky. It's just a reverse version of the overworld without water. And there's nothing. It's just gloom everywhere. Which makes sense, because it's gloomy. Literally and figuratively. Because there's the gloom, like, stuff everywhere. It's so infuriating. And it's not like the Malice from Breath of the Wild, where, oh, you step in it by accident, eat a couple apples, and you're back to full health. No, you have to drag your sorry ass to a light route or the overworld to get your hearts back. It's so dumb. It's so dumb, and I haven't replayed Tears of the Kingdom since I beat it. I've replayed Breath of the Wild probably, genuinely, at least 8 times. At least. In the last few years. Tears of the Kingdom, it's a fantastic game on its own. But as a sequel, it just doesn't hit the mark.